reading my mind because I'm going to bed.
What's going on, Tunde? How you doing?
Good, man.
I'm sure it's been a busy day, man.
Yeah, man, it's been non-stop.
All right, let me do my introduction and we start, man. We're starting.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here, and we have Tunde Ajayi here, fresh off.
Say that again.
Tunde, and then Tunde Ajayi.
Don't stop. Don't stop messing up your life, you know, because you're on the spot.
Oh my goodness.
Tunde Ajayi.
So say that again. It cut out.
Tunde Ajayi.
Ajayi. There you go. See?
Yes.
Tunde
Yes.
Ajayi. I fresh
Get
off.
the thing right.
Get the thing right. Fresh off the post-Kovalev Yarde fight. It's been a week and controversy. Everything. Great fight. So much things to talk about. And obviously, I know you've been swamped with loads of questions. Obviously. Let's start with how's Anthony and how obviously on the world scene, how did it feel going out there on the world scene in Russia? Tell us about the experience.
Fantastic experience, you know, one that money, no amount of training, no amount of tutelage can really prepare you for. You know, it absolutely was a case where you have to be there. You know, Bob Marley, the great Bob Marley said, "Who feels it knows it." So yeah, fantastic experience, and one, you know, we'll take the lessons from, and we move forward.
Absolutely. Well, boy, we're moving forward, man, but we have to just talk about the fight itself. The fight.
Yeah, what a fight, right?
Listen. The fight still talked about as one of the fights that could have been, should have been, and it's one of them ones that you obviously predicted that your guy on the world scene can perform. So talk about that.
We always knew that, but again, for I would say 99.9% of the people, seeing is believing. But for Tunde Ajayi, Anthony Yarde, the whole of the Stamina Facility team, it's always been believing is seeing. So, you know, that's always been our mindset, and it's still our mindset. You know, I don't think any road travel doesn't have a hump in it, and it's down for you if you keep driving or whether you say flat tire. That's it. That's your in the car. You understand? And for us, it wasn't a loss. It was a lesson, and same positivity, same mindset. You know, for us, it's the first time we've experienced something like this as a team, and your mindset is okay. All right. So that's where we are. Let's work harder. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't no me out business and go into your shell and stop talking like how we've talked from the start, or like how I've talked from the start. Because, you know, Andy's not so much of a talker in that respect, you know, but I definitely ain't changing for no one.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's talk about the strategy going in. The fight goes in early rounds. Very, very. And the thing is, I'm sure you're conscious in your mind that it's a 12-round fight, so we're not gonna start fast. And so let's get up to round 7, where round 7 where it starts getting in. Well, round 7, the body attack is in effect. Yeah, beautiful work to the body, touching him downstairs, and it's looking good, right? Finishing the end of the round, yeah. And Tunde, this is the line that everyone's on. You need to empty the tank. Yeah. Explain in your words, empty the tank and what everyone might perceive it. Is it exactly what everyone perceived it to be, or was it something?
You know what it was. We were just talking about this evening, and it's funny because it's not really a line that I've ever used. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the reason why I personally said that is because I sensed Kovalev was going. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, there's an opportunity here for us that we may never get this opportunity again. You know, we're a young, you know, and it's like I've always said, no such thing as bad student, only bad teacher. I don't call myself a bad teacher. What I said is that we was in an experience and someone had to make a call, you know, and I was that person who made that call. And let's get it right. If I didn't make that call, we wouldn't even be talking about no fantastic 8 round and Anthony almost done it, you know? So the naysayers need to remember that, because what the problem was is that, or it wasn't a problem for us, but that was the turning point of the fight. And I made the right call, you know, and it's unfortunate that a round isn't 3 minutes, 10 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? Because if it was 3 minutes, 10 seconds, then who knows? But listen, we don't make mistakes. It's neither here nor there. It's a call that I have to accept. I made it, and Anthony done what he's supposed to do. You understand? He listened. He listened to it and he went for it. And I don't think I was wrong for making a call. I think it was a read. It must have been, because everyone's saying, "God, man, you nearly done it." You understand what I'm saying? Where we've gone from, we weren't supposed to be there. The fight is going to be over quickly. We're going to get totally outclassed, and I think we showed that we were there. We was meant to be there, and so yeah, the language on the outside may not have sounded good, but you know, I've always got Andy's best interest in heart, and we tried our best.
100%. We got in the chat.
Yeah.
The lost one, yes, it goes. Tell Tunde he's a legend. For me, please.
Yes.
Keep your head up. London's proud of him and Yarde. Yeah, wait, 11 rounds. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Like, I'm happy you said that, and you know, everybody. Obviously, you know me. I've always said life is polarity. You go back and check the interviews. Yeah. I've always said there's good and bad in everything. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess there's some people that are always going to be waiting for a hump to come in the road. You get what I'm saying? And I guess this is where their opportunity to say, see, I told you so. Bro, when have you ever seen high-profile guys in boxing come out against a trainer like they have me?
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Tell me.
I've never seen so many people come out and someone said you're a fraud, and there was just, I'm like, go and talk on it today. Talk on it. It's your stage, yeah. Talk on it. Go ahead.
No. Listen. I'm a leopard that don't change his spots. Like, I don't attack negativity. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm never gonna. Those people, everyone's got a right to their opinion. Yeah. You ain't gonna drag me down that road. See, that's the trick, Eric. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the trick, and that's what many people of the past have fallen for that trick. See, but I understand the science of this thing, and I'm like, the worst thing you do is when people are being negative towards you, is attack them with negativity. Because what you do is you give them your power. Now, all these guys have come out writing articles about me, Big Bob Arum, making statements. I said, bro, you might ain't getting nothing from me, because you might are just making me more famous. And that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? So do what you want. Say what you want about me. The only people's opinions that I'm concerned with is my team and Anthony. And if they love me, if we all took this. We all took this challenge on, and we were the ones that took the risk. Now all of a sudden I'm hearing man come up on we'll fight Kovalev. No one was saying that before us. You see what I'm saying? We were the ones that dared to be great. We were the ones that went into the lion's den. We were the ones that took all the chances and all the risks. See? But as I said before the fight, prior to the fight, the reward for risk is big. And that's certainly what the reward has been. The love the adulation, the commending, everybody. This is what I listen to. I listen to the people that say, bro, I was driving through South and guys on mountain bikes, all Rasta man, telling me, yo, breaking, a 5-1 fight. I said, yeah, you're making my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People, it's all love. Love, but because life always has to have a polar opposite, you got the left. So what's happened is that these guys, these Framptons, all these guys, Bob Arum, all these guys, what they've done is shown what's in their heart. They don't want no good for us, but we prove that good prevails over evil. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you for the criticism, Mr. Bob, Mr. Frampton, whoever, because I don't listen to none of them. It's people like yourself that tell me about these guys. You understand? I'm old school. My dad, I'm my own business. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but seeing as you feel the need to criticize me, well then why don't you criticize Tunde Ajayi from doing a managerial job, and let's get it right, a promotional job as well, of getting Anthony the exposure. Anthony, a global ambassador for Anthony, an ambassador for Port Asylum. Anthony, an ambassador for Maximus. Why none of you talking about that? Mm-hmm. You want to try and divide two people that love each other, that support each other, that encourage each other, that push each other. That can't work with me. It can't work with me, and it can't work with Anthony. So unless you've got something positive to say about me, Anthony, and our team, I ain't listening to you, bro.
100% Spencer, man. Hey, listen, the mother was Spencer, 100% today. 100%. Because I'm used to talking, hey, you know, on the night day, so Spencer was I think he was in Greece, right? And his connection wasn't good.
I see him, bro. He showed me the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said, yeah, that Spence. It's the love, brother. The amount of people, listen, I had friends that brought their cousins, aunties round to watch their fight. And didn't I tell everybody this before the fight? We are the A side. Didn't I tell everybody before the fight? This is a pay-per-view fight. Mm-hmm. Didn't I told BT this? Has Kovalev ever fought in an audience he fought in the other night? In all his career?
Nah, he hasn't. That was a big stage, bro. That was you brought the big stage. Nah, he hasn't. Even in the award fight, it never garnered so much attention.
They gave away tickets.
Yeah.
They gave away tickets for the way it's documented. The fight's never sold. Mm-hmm. So what is it that made AY, TA, and Kovalev sell out that dance? It was us.
Yes.
It was us. Because we are the energy source. We attracted that crowd. You understand what I'm saying? The people I never listened to none of the negativity from what people were trying to tell me. Tunde, you need security guard this, mind your water, mind your food, drink this, don't sleep with one eye open. You understand what I'm saying? I said, bro, I don't care about none of that. We are lions. We're going into the den. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's the challenge. It's the risk that we took, and you know, I'm happy. You know, can we do better? Absolutely. Are we gonna look at things we could have done better? Absolutely. As a team, do we have to look at, you know, the fight together and assess where we went wrong or where we weren't, you know, the mistakes we made? And are we all going to individually own up to our faults? Of course we are. That's what a team does. You don't go around blaming people. Oh, it was your fault. It was your fault. See, that's what people like Bob Arum and these guys are used to. Mm-hmm. Carl Frampton want to go and talk all his talk. But hold on, didn't you leave Shane McGuigan? See, didn't you leave Shane McGuigan? Bob Arum can talk his talk about, oh yeah, you should shoot Tunde or whatever. What is that all about? Why are you even? Where does that come into the mindset of a person that you should shoot another man? Like, who talks like that?
What was the quote? What was the quote?
A man told me tonight. He said you should shoot Tunde Ajayi.
That's madness, man.
You see, but no one ain't talking about that. Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. See, Carl Frampton talking about, oh yeah, it was the bad advice and the lack of sparring. Hold on, who told you that we don't spar? Cause you never heard that. You never heard me say that.
I know. No, and I've seen. I come down there one time.
You've seen a video.
Yeah.
You've seen a video when they asked me about sparring, and Tunde Ajayi said, "Tunde I'm his best sparring partner." Yeah. You see the kung fu movies. The teacher. I said at the press conference. You never heard me say we don't spar. Where did that come from? Where?
So you're saying you guys definitely do spar?
Bro, think about it, man. Use your blasted common sense, Eric. Use your common sense. Come on, man.
Look, I come down there one time. I've seen from my own eyes.
What you've seen?
I've seen you spar. I've seen you spar. I know. I see you spar.
That's what I'm trying to say. But have I said anything? Have you seen me? You're the first, the second interview now I've done since the fight.
Yeah.
And I didn't say nothing about it. All the talk. My brethren phoned me yesterday. The young man in the barber shop was saying, "Yeah, man, Tunde, the man don't spar. The man need to spar." Look at these brothers. But what they're displaying is their own heart and the jealousy within their own heart. You're looking to point out a man's faults instead of looking at your own faults. All these men in the barbershop, on the roads, in the gyms, in the amateur clubs, saying all these negative things about me. Hold on, where's your fighter that's got to this level? Where's your 12 fight amateur that turned pro, had 18 fights, and then fought an elite champion that was a couple of years ago #2 pound for pound, knocked out everybody that he's fought? Where's your fighter that done that at this stage of his career and almost stopped him? We literally almost did the impossible. Now I know, and my team know, almost don't mean nothing to us. We got our L, so it doesn't really mean nothing to us. But what it shows us that we must have something, because nobody has ever done that. Now everyone wanna all of a sudden say they can beat this, they can beat that. Well, step up, and bear in mind that all you guys have your amateur. How many amateur fights is Kovalev about?
How much is it? I think it's at the 100, isn't it?
285 amateur fights.
Good gosh.
285. The guy has been a champion for over 7 years. He's been at that elite level, done 16, 17 defenses of his title. Bring your 12 fight, 18 fight novice that would even dare to challenge someone of that level. You wouldn't. You couldn't, because you don't have the education to do that. Now, as I've always said, System 9 boxing, Anthony Yarde boxing, Bilal boxing, Coach Ade, we got the education. But as we all saw on last Saturday, the one thing you can't buy, borrow, or pretend to have is experience. We thought the education would be enough. And maybe, I'm just saying maybe, because, the VAR test ain't come back yet. Maybe I ain't gonna take nothing away from Sergey, great champion. Anthony even said, his jab, bro, I'm just gonna keep it real. His jab was serious.
Let's talk about the jab. Talk about the jab. Yeah, in training, sparring. I remember the guy when I was in the gym. You brought a guy in and he was working the jab, and I saw Anthony doing a good job.
We done all that.
Yeah,
we prepared for all of that. And early rounds, you saw Anthony was catching his jab and throwing a check, and it was working. It was working. So that's why when people talk about changing, it started going wrong when Andy started getting tired. You get what I'm saying? And again, I have to reiterate, it wasn't a physical time, like you never run enough, you never done enough rounds. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't that kind of tiredness. It was simply the experience, the occasion, the fact that, you know, we were all in a position or predicament, not predicament, we were all in a position that we've never been in before. And that's something that we all took away from Saturday night and we all learned from it. You understand? And we'll come again. Listen, man, it's better to have this experience at the beginning of a man's career. Let's get this right. Andre Ward, Olympic gold medalist, super middleweight unified champion, at 30 fights deep, 31 fights in. Then he fought Kovalev. Bernard Hopkins, longest reigning middleweight champion. Then he fought Kovalev. Pascal Shabransky. All these guys. And he landed the most punches ever in a Kovalev fight. Tell me who it was.
It was you guys. Lions in the camp. Yeah, big up to them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what does that tell you? That tells you there's a universal law. It's called the law of gestation. I'm teaching now. That's why I'm the master genius. I'm teaching. There's a universal law, the law of gestation, the law of gender. It means nothing happens before it's time. Just like if a woman is pregnant, you know the full term is 9 months. What would Errol Jarrett look like tapping his girl at 2 months and saying, come and hurry up, baby? The baby ain't coming out.
Hey, for the people watching today, they know me as EJ, but it's cool. They know me as EJ, but it's cool. Yeah, you're right. You're
EJ,
right.
sorry, I'm going with the birth certificate thing.
No, you're cool. It's cool, it's cool.
But, you know, you guys know what I'm saying, EJ?
Yeah.
Everything has its time, and our time is gonna come. We're not disappointed about that.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't the time, but we've shown that we're at that level. So all the two prior to the fight, you ain't fooled no one, you ain't got a chin. Oh, all you guys take is easy fights. Well, guess what? When all these guys were saying that, we never said nothing. We kept our head down and we just done our work. So now, let's think about it. All you guys that spoke, I want to see you fight your mandatories. I want to see you go through the European, the Commonwealth and all of that, and fight your British counterparts. Then fight for your world title. Take that route. See? So let's see, because there's a lot of, my brethren Craig. I see him do a little tweet or a little video about if Kovalev wants a tune up. You weren't talking like that before. Craig wasn't talking like that. Craig's my brethren.
Craig Richardson.
Craig Danny. Me, Craig Danny is tight. And I'm glad Craig is talking like that. I'm glad because Craig's someone I've always wanted the best for. I love that you used to be, as you know, Craig used to train with me. But what we've done is given fighters the confidence to now believe that they can go into a fight of that magnitude at that stage of their career. We done that. So it ain't no, I'm not trying to diss anybody. I'm just saying that you can't make Tunde Ajayi not recognize the historic, monumental achievements we done in Russia. No way, Jose.
And you know what? You spoke it in. That's $1 million fight. I mean, that in itself is the achievement of you and your team and the promotional team to get the fight to amount that it was worthy. I mean, the numbers started coming in, and obviously you don't talk money, but I'm just talking it. That the purses were good, and that's because of the information. We'll say the stuff you were saying about the fight, and you hyped the fight well. That it garnered that much attention. That
in the press conference, all they was talking about was the things that I was doing.
Yes.
And they was trying to blame Andy, and Andy kind of looked at me and like, bro, it wasn't me, it was him. You know what I mean? I was laughing, man. I was laughing.
But I've seen Triple G, what's his name? Abel Sanchez do the same thing about Triple G. People's like, what? Say what? What's he saying? Let's see. But you know what? On that respect, yeah, and your manager, because obviously people don't know. Obviously, you're the manager and obviously a promoter. But you've done a really good job of promoting the fight, coming up to the fight. You got
Come on.
All
all these guys talking, they wouldn't want me to done the same job with them, with their careers. You know, because listen, man, everybody wants to get to that level of the sport. You know, the whole world is watching. Your family, cousins that you never knew you had, all of a sudden become your cousins.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody was tuned in. And that's why, I mean, I don't know what the figures were for the viewing figures for the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I know, without seeing them, the UK figures must have been high.
Yeah, it was.
There must have been. Because everyone watched that fight. Everyone watched that fight, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If you know someone who weren't watching that fight, you need to tell me them. Because from what I've heard, the whole nation was tuned into the fight.
Yeah. 100%. The coverage and everything, the build up, the whole thing. But Tunde, I have to go back though. Let's go back. So you see into the tank, yeah, right? Obviously in that position. Would you have said? A lot of our people say like instead of saying that, maybe you should have said, keep doing what you do. You're gonna take it. Eventually, it's gonna break. But I
was saying that. I mean, listen, the cam never showed everything.
Yeah,
this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we only got that clip. That clip on the obviously BT Sports and the stuff in the corner.
Yes,
because you've got him now. You need to empty the tank. That's the one that's gone out there. And it's like, yo.
Yeah, but because of course, the same way the no sparring went out there. Sometimes, you know, it's viewing figures.
Yes.
It's perception. It's making people think a particular way. And that's why you have to have a close team. Because the team know the truth.
Okay.
See? And so, who is little Tunde Ajayi to say anything against a TV network? I ain't got no power to do that. So, as a man, I have to take what is out there. I've got to take that. You understand what I'm saying? But it never affects me because you see a man's face, but you don't see their heart. You understand? And Anthony knows me. Anthony knows I made that decision, you know, and Anthony trusted that decision. And whether the outside people want to look at it like it's a bad thing, listen, everyone's got a chapter of their book they don't want everyone to see. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, shoot every single arrow you want at Tunde Ajayi, and I will not fire one back. I won't even say nothing back. I haven't said nothing back. Do what you're doing because this is my life. I ain't stopping nothing. You ain't getting rid of Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yarde with your tool.
Yeah, there's some rumors going on. And we can squash it right now. We can squash it right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the rumor bearer.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. We are solid as a rock.
Okay.
That's the only rumor you need to hear.
All right.
just like the no sparring, you know, just like the wrong advice or everything like that. That's what you're saying. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. Mm-hmm. Everybody was at my house this evening. We was laughing, we was joking, we was cracking jokes, and we were being serious. You understand? Everyone was at the house. And this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I said about Bob Arum. You ain't dealing with no divide and rule around here. There ain't gonna be no dividing. No one. Frank can't do it. Eddie Hearn can't do it. Bob Arum can't do it. No one can divide this team. We grow together. We win together. We learn together. Everything we do together. Nobody points the finger at nobody. if one makes an error, we all make an error. That's what loyalty is. That's what loyalty is, Errol. If your parents may have upset you in the past, you don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave my parents and get some new parents." It's your parents.
That's what people, yeah. Obviously.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the loyalty, that's the bond. You know that none of us are perfect.
Yeah.
None of us are perfect. If Frampton and Macklin and Kevin Mitchell, how many rascal trainers did Kevin Mitchell have? Sorry for my language.
Kevin Mitchell?
How many?
I think he had about three, four.
Exactly. Macklin, I don't even know. 1 minute he's Freddie Roach, next minute he's this person, next minute he's that person. These guys ain't low. They're not low to themselves, so they can't be low to others. Frampton, you was with the McGugan, Shane McGugan. Then you went over to Jamie Moore. Now you talk so much negativity about others. You were sitting down in a hotel and something dropped on your hand, you can't fight. Then you was in a hotel room, your opponent slip on buses head, you never fight. See, when you put out negativity, you receive negativity. And that's why I don't put out negativity even when people are negative about me.
100%.
As you reap, so you sow.
Whoa, that's powerful. All right, my guy, AMG2, yeah, Lions in the camp. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, he got Lions in the camp, and you guys in the chat,
Thank you, brother.
keep going with your game. So, hey, let's talk about like what's going forward. Like there was a question from Mr. Bashir. I can't remember the guys. My guy lost one. You can remind me. But let's go about what's going forward for Anthony, because you know what? There's some really. So now you're in the world scene. You're legitly on the world scene, right? There's no going back to European. The domestic scene, all them guys there, Joshua Boatsi, you know, they all want a piece of your guy. You know, you seem like you're. In fact, I'll put it out there right now. In the light heavyweight division, you're the cash cow because the numbers show. The numbers show that.
I said it before. I told you that before.
Let's go for a fight that will garner great attention. John Pascal. Anthony Yarde, let's make it happen. Now, obviously, this is the fight because he's the number one contender. He does beat the lightning.
Why you want to see that fight?
Because he just knocked off Marcus Brown. Is it Marcus Brown? And he was a top contender, right? He was
running. He's another one that was talking smack. I told you. Yeah. When you talk smack against us, it's not good because we don't talk smack against no fighter. See, Hosea Burton, you ain't getting no fight. Bro, you might as well just go and go and wrestle Wade Wrestling. You ain't getting no fight. Jose Everton ain't getting no fight. Go and fight Shaka Peters. Go and fight Craig Richards. Go and fight what's the boy from Manchester? I don't even know. What's the boy from Manchester? My brethren, Pat Barrett trains him. King Arthur or something like that.
But anyway, all them guys, you want them to stay, they can stay where they are.
Let them fight each other. Because remember, before this fight, they were saying, we ain't fighting no one, we're fighting bums and everyone. So hold on. So now there's a whole bunch of you in and around that scene. Fight each other. Prove yourselves. You ain't getting no easy ride to Anthony Yarde. It ain't gonna happen. And for all those who's talking about, fight Pascal, fight this girl. Fight. Hold on. Who did Carl Frampton fight after his world title?
Okay, we're getting there now.
Hold on. Who did Tyson Fury fight?
Okay, it was like that now, yeah.
So why does everyone want us to fight the hard fight straight away? Why can't we get no warm ups?
You don't think Pascal's not an easy fight?
Listen, man, I don't know about no easy fight. I'm doing the best thing for Anthony Yarde. And there ain't no name attached to that. It's the best thing for us.
Yeah.
It's the best thing for us. I would never call no one's name. Kovalev was offered to us. You understand what I'm saying? We never called out Kovalev. We never called out no one. We just like, it's one fight at a time. It's going to be what it's going to be. And that's always been our stance. We never called out nobody. But because of what I said, that Anthony Yarde is the A side in all matters in the light heavyweight division. Now, you see, and before the fight, no one was taking me serious. Now, everyone realizes what I was saying. And guess what? Kovalev fought in his first packed out arena in his whole career. So is Tunde Ajayi wrong? I don't believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe so. So let these fighters sort themselves out. And then, you know, me and Andy, we look at the situation, you know, maybe it's time to have remember they said it, you know, we need learning fights.
Yeah.
Remember they said that?
Yeah.
See, that's all I'm saying. When you talk, when you open up your mouth criticizing others, you may find out that those words come back to bite you in the ass. See? So let's have some learning fights now. You know, no one ain't rushing us. I'll tell you that for free.
Okay.
No one ain't rushing us.
So what we saying? We going back to fight. Like
It don't matter who we fight.
All right.
We're the cash. It don't matter who we fight. We had hold on. Didn't Floyd Mayweather have his whole career?
What's that?
When he got to a certain level,
Yeah.
they didn't want to make certain fights. They didn't even make, HBO turned them down pure fights and then gave them to Manny. You understand? Or Marquez or other fighters or Cotto. But then when Floyd wanted to fight them, the networks didn't want that fight.
Mm-hmm.
See? But Floyd said, this is my career. This is my career.
All
You
right.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not disregarding anybody. Don't get me wrong, Errol or EJ. I'm not disregarding no one. I'm just saying that, like always, nobody can force us to do anything.
Fair play.
Nobody. And as Anthony's manager, I'm always gonna advise Anthony. You know, we dared to be great. We took a massive gamble, but it was a calculated gamble, and we came up short. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we all have to readjust, come again, you know, and pick our opponents wisely.
100%. Well, listen, he could have, like I said, he had words, and Buddy McGirt came into the dressing room and said, you know, you're going to be a champ soon. So that, you know, how that, you know, after
they shot the Buddy said he was shocked.
Okay, go ahead.
Kovalev after the fight said his boxing IQ shocked me. So this is what I'm trying to say. You got to listen to the wording that these guys are using. IQ. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing IQ. That's what championship level boxing is about. But what it's also about is experience. It's about being nobody's done that to Andy, not in sparring, nothing. Nobody's beat him to the jab like that. But this is not an ordinary fighter. This is Sergey Kovalev. How can someone honestly sit there behind a computer board and disrespect Anthony, me, or any of our team? Cutman Cam, a youth that was in Southampton a few months ago, watching boxing. I recognized his talent and put him in the team. Next thing, he's at the top of the spoon, wrapping Anthony Yarde's hands in the biggest fight probably this year.
Yeah, definitely one of the most, definitely a big fight.
Ade, Coach Ade. I used to train Coach Ade as a keep fitter.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's only had his professional boxing license 2 years. And he's at the top of the school, Errol. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
EJ's listening.
EJ. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I built this team. I chose individuals in this team because I'm a talent spotter. You understand what I'm saying? And these guys are better in areas where I could never be. I can't fight like Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde's special in that respect. I can't wrap hands as calculated as Cutman can. I can't well, maybe I can motivate, but Ade motivates in ways that I definitely can't. But we are a very young team. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
That's gonna be around. That's gonna be around for a very, very long time. And I think that credit has to be given that a young team like this, went literally into the lion's den. Another country, nobody spoke the language. All the warnings I was given before the fight, get security guards and all that. I'm like, bro, I'm from the roads. What are you security guard for? Brothers can do that on the end. Man could poison your. Man could put some poison in your patty in the food shop. You understand what I'm saying? You can step out of the food shop and a man just blaze you. I ain't scared of none of that. You understand? And remember, spirit flows down. So my spirit is in Ade. Ade's spirit is in me. Anthony's spirit is in me. We're just a unified team, man. And as the captain, as they look call me, I will never display weakness, EJ. I will never display weakness. I'm a person who learns from the lessons. And I'm telling you, the lesson, if something happens to me once, it can never happen again. And so there were certain things in the build-up, and we learned from them, man. It's all positive, EJ. It's all positive. Nothing negative about what happened on the Saturday. And if people choose to pick out certain things, as I say, Nathan Keverly had all the sparring in the world with Joe Calzaghe. It never helped him. He got Braca.
Yeah. I was gonna. That's a very good point there. It's a very good point.
He got Braca.
Yeah.
John Pascal got Braca 2 times.
Yeah, he did.
Andre Ward was down on all scorecards in both fights. But obviously, it couldn't be down in all scorecards in the first fight. But a lot of people, majority said that he lost that fight. And the second fight, it is what it is. He finished his career unbeaten, and again, the brother, I just credit him for what he's done in his career, a shining example. But the point what I'm saying is that people like Hopkins and these guys, we showed that we're at that level. We are definitely at that level, and I can debate anybody that wants to come. If anyone wants to from America, USA, Peckham, Brixton, or Sal, or Halsden, anyone wants to talk to me and debate me about what I've done and my skills and my training abilities, come, I'm ready. Because until someone can do what I've done, don't chat to me. Don't be negative to me. Talk about the positives. Don't talk about, oh yeah, you're never going to get anywhere because you don't listen. Hold on. So what is your qualification? Because I ain't seen you up here. I ain't seen you up here. You can give your opinion, but you ain't been up here. So this is what I'm trying to say. And you definitely ain't been up here with a fighter as inexperienced as Anthony Yarde, as Tunde Ajayi, as Ade is, as Cutman Callis, as our whole team is. We were special that night, man. We were like young angels. We're special, man. We're special, brother.
Yeah.
We're special. You understand? You can't get around that.
No, 100% Tunde. Like you said, like you put it out. Not everyone heard the information was said in the corner, and most of the stuff was done prior to the fight in the corner. And like at that point, Anthony's in the fight. Now, obviously, this is your first time on the big stage. What did you and obviously I don't know if you want to share it with everyone, but what did you learn out of being on the big stage that you said like you would adjust you wouldn't be fighting? Because there was
one thing I learned is that I have the ability to block out the crowd.
Okay.
And I've always, if you watch me in the corner in Anthony's fights, I don't see nowhere. I'm always focused on Anthony, and doing that at Raw Albert Hall is one thing. Doing it at Yoku is one thing. But doing it on the big stage, is a totally different thing. And I was happy that, I was able to do that. I was happy about that. Obviously, there's some things that it's not a case of not being happy about it, but you know, there's things where I definitely, as a trainer, as an individual, I need to work on, and I will work on. I'm not perfect. I think you'll be hard to find anyone that is perfect. And Anthony knows that. He knows that he's not perfect. And you know, Anthony always says I mean, you heard it on the cam thing. You know, I was trying to console Anthony, and Anthony was like, "Oh, leave me, man. You understand? This is how you learn. You know, you're critical of yourself." And Anthony's always been like that. I'm definitely like that as well. So, you know, when I do get round to looking at the tape or watching the whole fight, I'm sure there's going to be areas about myself that I'm not going to be necessarily happy with. But one thing I can definitely tell you is that I'm going to work to make sure it don't happen again.
100%, man. Well, listen, today, like, you know, the way you conduct yourself, your credit to British boxing, promotion-wise. The thing is, yeah, I watch a lot of wrestling. I know you watch a lot of wrestling. You got good guys, they call heels, and you have baby faces, yeah? You're legitimately a heel in terms of garnering that much attention towards your fighter, being on the stage, and you've made believers of people who had doubters. Like,
it's funny because I've got so many messages from people saying, I said, fam, I'm going to be honest with you, Tunde. I thought you, man, was all gas.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But, like, what I saw on that night, you've turned me into a believer. And, you know, that makes me happy.
100%. Like, 100%. I mean, you achieved, in terms of wanting to win, that was the goal, right? And you went for it in like you said, in round 8. But in terms of the performances, the man of the performances, and Anthony went for it. And like people were questioning, people don't know boxing, were questioning the jab. Well, obviously you can see Anthony was fatigued and he went down from a counter jab from Anthony to the left hook in it.
And let me just correct that again for your listeners.
Okay.
Yeah. Kovalev is probably a natural southpaw. His jab is not a jab. His jab is a right hand.
Oh.
I'll tell you that for a fact.
Okay.
And we worked on that. We knew because he'll flick out a right and then do a jab. But the jab is hard. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The jab it's not a jab. It's not a traditional jab. He uses it as a power shot. And I mean, didn't he drop Pascal with that?
Yeah.
Bro, he's knocked out Bateman with the same shot. You know, but it never had the effect it did because of the early rounds, because we still had the engine. We still was slipping, we still was thinking. But I've always said boxing is a mental game. And what happens is when you're in there with a guy that's as mentally as sharp as you, it literally comes down to concentration. Mm-hmm. And he was able to weather the storm. You know, I haven't seen it, but I heard that Buddy McGurk said, if he takes one more round like this, I'm gonna stop you.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. That was said.
See, so come on, man. Yeah, EJ, man. Bro, give us credit, bro. Like, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Give us credit. We done a magnificent. And we represented British boxing.
Yeah.
Now they believe British people can box. The world, because they see this, and let me tell you something. You're gonna see a lot more of them coming out of Stamina for Self. A lot more, because this ain't no guesswork. What was the shot that Anthony was supposed to get hit with? The overhand right. The shot. You see that never caught Anthony. It never caught. He couldn't hit Anthony with an overhand right, and that's what shocked him, because that was probably their game plan. You know, like everyone says that he's got his left hand too low, he's gonna get hit with an overhand right. That shot, he was missing that all night long. See? So this is what I'm trying to say about our style and our technique. And Anthony's only gonna get better. He's only gonna get better because both of us are gonna work on our faults. You know, or I don't really like that word, faults, but we're going to work hard to make sure the things that happen on Saturday night never happen again. in his career.
Let's address, yeah, because certain people, I know obviously I ain't trying to be negative. Let's address for you to clarify to people who don't know about boxing, the muscle mass of Anthony Yarde. They're making a big thing about the muscle. Obviously, he's too over muscle and it worked against him in the fight. Can you clarify that the Anthony?
How? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Anyone who's seen Anthony train knows he don't get tired. Anyone who's this boy spars rounds after rounds after rounds after rounds, minute rounds. He done a sprint test prior to the fight. He beat everyone. He was doing numbers, and he's a swimmer. He's an athlete. He's natural, physical. It's not like he's been lifting weights and then he got that he become a muscle. We don't touch no weights. You ain't never come to Tunde Ajayi's training session and see us lifting any weights. Never. So what that means is that that's his genetic frame. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't that. It's not the muscle. It wasn't, the guys that are heavily muscle, they start getting tired. And he ain't never got tired. But guess what? He ain't never been in a ring with Kovalev. He ain't never fought in front of 7,000 screaming fans from another country. He ain't never been in a situation that he's eating another people's food and we ain't got our own food. He ain't never been in a situation where he's fighting in front of all those people and there's 4-hour difference to our time difference. All of these things have a cumulative effect. And that could have been why, it happened that way. It wasn't because he's muscle bound. It ain't because of that. Because Andy don't touch no weights. And it's just the experience. Hold on. Didn't David Haye get tired in his 35 against Carl Thompson?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was.
Come on, man. People got short memories.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
People got short memories. Wasn't they saying that Adam Booth should be sacked? That he can't do that? See what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah. I remember that. And David Haye went on to be unified
cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about David Haye, and David Haye didn't remind everyone about when he got tired in his 13th fight.
Yeah.
Again, why did he get tired? Because of lack of experience. It wasn't because he couldn't do the rounds. It was because he never had the experience. But him being him, blowing everybody out, having the amateur pedigree, and knowing what he's been doing in sparring to sparring partners, both him and Adam Booth took that gamble. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off because Carl Thompson's experience played the factor. Carl Thompson did what Kovalev did. He weathered David Haye's storm, and then he'd come back. David Haye had blown the gasket. See? The difference between me and David Haye and David Haye's corner is that I said to Anthony, empty your tank.
Yeah.
David Haye went and got and emptied his tank.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
See what
EJ.
Yes.
EJ.
Yes.
What 6 plus 3?
It was 6 plus 3. 9, innit?
Come on.
9, innit?
What 5 plus 4?
What's this today?
What is 5 plus 4?
You know what 5 plus 4 is, innit?
Tell your listening fans.
5 plus 4, you know what it is? It's 9, innit?
What's 7 plus 2?
7 plus is the same. I think that you're funny, you know. It's the same answer.
Answer the thing, man.
Then you 7 plus 2 is 9, isn't it?
Exactly, bro. Listen to what I'm saying to you. It's the same thing happening in a different manner. You want to fire stones at Tunde Ajayi, not you,
Yeah, I know.
but all these little haters who have got a name want to fire Tunde, but it's happened to their fighters. It's happened on their watch. But because I'm outspoken, because I talk my mind, certain people, because I always say there must be a balance in life. A lot of people love the way I talk.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of people, and an equal amount of people, that don't like the way I talk and are waiting for something, negative to happen or something that doesn't go happen in our way. But I'm not stupid, man. I'm no boxing. These guys talking out there, coming out, all these Adam Booth coming out chatting, all this gas. Bro, yeah, the same thing happened to you. Don't try pointing no fingers at me. You understand? Because when I see you, you don't talk to me. You just look at me and give me that little Satan. Sorry, you're making me get angry now. You understand? You just give me some smile.
Yeah.
You just give me some smile. But I know the smile is not genuine. The smile is not genuine. I'm a vibrational character.
Yes.
I feel energy.
Mm-hmm.
I know when somebody doesn't want good for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I never show anybody any disrespect. I just don't do it because I understand the laws. I know that nobody can take away my success because I work tremendously hard. And after last Saturday, I'm going to work even harder.
Absolutely.
Mark my word.
So what are we saying? We're saying we're going back to the mountain again. This time next year, Andy Yarde's going to be light heavyweight champion of the world.
Please God. Please God, man. That Anthony said before the fight, he wants it for me. And it's reciprocal. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Because look at it. We've actually done we've made a quantum leap in such a short space of time. So the more time we have, we get closer to our dreams, and we were in touching distance of creating a great history last Saturday night, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't our day, and you have to tip your hat to Kovalev. He showed that he's a true champion. He showed that he can come through adversity and win, and that's why none of us were disrespectful. We paid our respect and our dues.
Yeah.
He beat us fair and square, and I wish him, his family, his team. Buddy McGurk's a nice man. You understand? The guy knows boxing. Remember, me, in boxing terms, I'm still young. So I went up against a Hall of Fame trainer. Someone who's been in so many title fights, had so much experience. And I've done this the hard way. And I've got here quicker than Buddy got here. Let's get that right. I've got here quicker than any of them got here. You show me a coach that's done what I've done in this short space of time.
It's a good question. I have to go out. I have to go to archives. But
who doesn't come from boxing heritage? Because remember, people just like your child is born genetically with your traits. A person who's born into a boxing family already has that head start.
Yes, Buddy's a two-time.
McGregor.
Yeah, Buddy's a two-time world champion. Yeah, Buddy's a two-time world champion. Yeah.
2 times, that's a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of knowledge. So what it shows is my study can almost match all of that knowledge. And that's what System 9 boxing is. It's a knowledge. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. Yeah. I ain't stopping. No way. No.
100%. So Tunde ain't changing nothing. Everything's staying the same. And Yarde is 100% all on board. Team lines in the camp is not going nowhere. It's just getting started, right?
Going where? Where you going? Hey, where you gonna go? 1, 2, left foot. Where you going? You don't get nowhere. Like, it don't make no sense. Well, this is my family. Me and Ant are family. We're family. And we sit down as a family and we look at ourselves. And as long as everybody is honest with themselves, as long as everybody recognizes where they could have done better, we all address those issues or those situations and we move forward as a family. This ain't no divide and rule business. You can't, because some little drunkard, I ain't gonna call no name, I was calling him a drunkard.
Yeah.
Drunkard get on the airwaves and start saying this about me, that about me. Listen, that's why you ain't nothing. Because that seed was in your heart. See? something goes wrong and you blame others. It ain't that with us. None of us. We're just too strong, man. We're just, and it's only gonna get bigger. The team is only gonna get bigger because there's some interesting signings that's coming up that is gonna be announced.
Yeah, I think I know.
You know?
I think I know one of them.
Maybe there's 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, well, listen. Well, look, I think Coach G.
Don't call no names.
All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
Quincy Jones said, "Don't tell everybody you're going to the moon. Get to the moon and then give them a phone call."
hey, you know what, Tunde? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I understand that the whole fight and everything like that, and I realize, especially in this age of boxing, right? There's no fight, in my opinion, that's garnered so much attention with you yourself put on the map, whether positive or how people perceive you, your fighter, Frank Warren, the whole thing. It is like must-watch TV, better than any soap TV you ever watch. And Sergey Kovalev, in my opinion, in the thing, he gets the fight in terms of a significant win from where he was. Remember, he came off, he lost and got his belt back, and a number one contender who was ready to go because Anthony Yarde is going to be around for the next generation, right? So what we're looking at now is a young coach, a young fighter on the rise. Behind Frank Warren of BT Sports, done a great job for the network and yourself. But people need to understand, you need good guys, you need villains, you need someone to take off, and I think you do a good job of taking that away from your fighter and bringing the pressure onto yourself, where you bring the energy in and then you bring it out in a way. And I actually felt like in the fight when you was in the ring that you was looking to you call it a beating yourself.
I'm glad you said that.
Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, brother. I'm telling you because, my dreams, you hear me say it daily. Dream it, believe it, become it. And everything starts with a thought in your mind. You have to believe that thought in your mind, and then you create the reality. And the longer you hold on to the thoughts repeated on the mind clothe themselves in physical reality. And I've held this thought in my mind for so long, and I'm living my life. I'm living my dreams, and Anthony's living his dreams, and Coach Ali's living his dreams. And it's something that I'm always telling everybody, even guys going through mental health issues. You talk to me on Instagram and I'm saying, bro, you can do anything. You can be anything. Just believe it. Just believe. Believe and hold that thought in your mind. No matter what. When negative thoughts come in your mind, cancel. And just keep holding on to that thought. And I think that the world seeing this young team at this level of the sport this quickly just validates everything that I've always believed in.
100%, man. 100%. Tunde, man. Listen, bro, I'm sure you've had a busy day. The interviews will be starting. I'm sure BT Sports and the rest of them, Aftermath, in the corner. And the thing is, it keeps it going because the only fight will garner that much attention was AJ and Ruiz after the fight. Weeks and weeks of thing. And this fight here is constant talked about. I mean, whether they're talking negative or positive, but they're talking about the fight. What should happen?
Everybody. This is what I'm trying to say. Everybody's talking about this fight.
Yeah.
And, we done that. Kovalev, for some reason, he didn't come with no arms out. We didn't see the normal Kovalev. He was acting out of character. He had to come strong because, again, energy doesn't lie and you can feel it. And he took this fight seriously. And that's what Kathy Duva said after the fight. She said, listen, we ain't worried about Canelo. Canelo can't punch that Anthony Young. That's what she said. That's what she said. But what Canelo has got is a wealth of experience. You understand? I've been in there with the top guys. You know, is a jump to 175 gonna be a bit too much for him? We'll wait and see. But what I also want to see is how these other fighters, all these British guys talking about Andy, go and fight Kovalev. If you can get in that position, you see?
Mm-hmm.
People think it's just, give some people some money, then you get into that position. It don't work like that. This thing is real. You have to earn your position. You have to earn it. And you have to earn it, and then the backers can put up the money and say, yeah, boom, you've earned your position, you've earned your spot. Now, let's work our money. Let's work our money. So it's all right calling our name, but do you deserve to be fighting at that level? Because everyone at that level is coming with something. As Lomachenko found out the other night.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
See?
Well, it's pound for pound, right? Supposed to be pound for pound number one, right?
Boy, I'm telling you something. You don't want to fight Javante Davis. I'll tell you that for free.
I'm looking at that fight there is more tasty than everything. He definitely said he wants that fight, and they're going down. That fight is gonna garner a lot of attention.
Javante Davis is a serious youth.
Yeah, he does. He hits hard, man. That fight is gonna be the one, all right?
If that fight happens, excellent fight, brilliant fight.
Yeah.
Brilliant fight. You know, again, Javante is a young man, but a young man with how many amateur fights? 300 amateur fights.
Yes. Yes.
This is what I'm trying to say. You gotta weigh up the calculate what Anthony Yarde has had, and then that makes what we done that much special. You understand what I'm saying, EJ?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. 12. Bro, you've had more amateur fights than I do. So
I wish I did, bro. I wish I did. But hey, Tunde. So the master genius.
Master genius, come on.
People say, and then the master genius. They don't think you're the master genius. Tell them why you're still the master genius. Let them know.
It doesn't stop. I must be the master genius because I trained a young man from the embryonic stage of his career, and he trained me, and he trained me as well, to the highest level of the sport. So never mind those men with a cup of tea in their hand, sitting down, or with a Heineken in their hand, or a special brew, or a tennis, or whatever these people drink nowadays, saying that we should have done this, we should have done that. They ain't never been here. They ain't never been here. When Freddie McGirt talks, you have to listen.
Mm-hmm.
When Freddie Roach talks, you have to listen. When Roger Mayweather talks, you have to listen. These men have been there. I ain't listening to no man in no amateur clubs telling me we should have done this, we should have done that. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you have to show me some evidence where I can say that you've been in that situation. So the knowledge you're giving me, I can take on and listen with a humble ear. But these guys want to just criticize. They want to criticize about a situation that they've never ever been in their whole life.
That's right.
Bob Arum ain't been no trainer. So what's he talking about? He's a promoter.
Yeah,
Are you gonna tell me you can't talk about training? Yeah, you bum. You're fat. You can't talk about training. What do you know about training? You don't know. They don't know that about no training. They ain't been in the gyms. They don't know what it's like to sacrifice with a young man day in, day out, and you're so tired, you don't have no energy left in your body when you leave the gym. They don't know about nothing like that. You understand? So yes, great promoters, you can't tell me about training because you didn't walk this road. Just like I can't tell you about promoting Muhammad Ali in 1974 because I ain't done
it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When you get your promoter's license, boy, listen, I think
everyone said that. Everyone said
good
that.
Promoter. One of the best promoter that I've seen. I dare I say you gotta know like Eddie Hearn. I mean the energy you brought to the promotion So the fight made people want to watch the
Well,
fight.
I was on the radio station on Saturday morning. The guy phoned me. I was on the way to the gym. The way that I lighted up the radio, the studio, I had everybody on a different level of hype. I know my talent. I know my talent. I used to hold dances. Those that know me from South know about my dancing. Always packed. The short amateur career, the short professional career I had, I jam out the dance. Anything on Castle, Sunday. I can talk. I know how to talk. I'm an asset to anybody. To any promoter, I'm an asset.
100%.
I'm an asset.
So
I know my talent.
Get your promotional license. Hey, we saying, hey, Lions in the Camp Promotions. What you saying, Tunde?
I have to talk to Adney about that.
I think Lions in the Camp Promotion is nice, bro. That's what's up. The Lions in the
Camp is Adney. Stamina for Sale is me.
Okay. Stamina for Sale Promotions. They're all gone.
Sounds good.
That sounds
good, bro.
So this one more thing, obviously, again. This is a drink because some people that's coming in and they're coming in right now. Yeah, thanks to you guys coming into the chat. Address the sparring thing. So Anthony Yarde 100% sparred for the Kovalev fight, and we spar 100% address.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, please. Whoever's asking that question, we just heard that Anthony Yarde landed the most punches on Sergey Kovalev in the history of his career. So if we can do that without sparring, then maybe all the gyms in the country should stop sparring. Because we done something nobody's ever done. So if we done that without sparring, which I keep on have to repeat, and there's a load of codswallop. If we done that without sparring, then maybe people need to look at what they're doing and how they prepare fighters. But I'm not gonna. Nobody's ever heard me say. You've never heard Tunde Ajayi say we don't spar. Because and if I did, then liar, pants on fire. You get what I'm saying? Because you're a man. You've been in the gym and watched us spar.
I've seen you spar.
In fact, there was a picture. I put up a picture of Anthony sparring.
Yeah.
Prior to the fight.
Yeah.
And a guy checked Instagram me back and he said, I thought you don't spar. And I said, no, it's not real. It's an image. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just playing the joke. Playing the joke, but come on.
But you know what? It helps on the promotion. It helps on the promotion. And you know the funny thing? That's what I'm saying. And furthermore, if you'd have won the fight, then what? Then what we saying now? You know?
Exactly. Remember, all the Rocky videos, all the stuff I did to hype up this thing, all the thing about the Emirates, all the thing about we would never go to Russia.
Oh, that was a good one.
Come on, man. I sold this thing. I'm the genius. I'm the master genius. You can't deny it.
That's what people don't realize. That's where the master genius comes in and selling the fight. So now, what do you think? Yeah. People are wise to the game now. So you're going to have to come for a whole new one now, isn't it?
Listen, man, I've got lyrics, man. I'm like Ninja Man. Remember Ninja Man?
Yeah, they call it Ninja Man.
Ninja Man's got bare lyrics.
original gun pan tea, innit? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yo,
and you got Super Cat. I'm like the Super Cat.
The Dan Dada. Yeah, the Dan Dada.
Dan Dada.
Yeah.
I got lyrics, man. I can do the thing. Yo. You know, but again, it's so gathering interest for the sport of boxing, and it makes boxing interesting. You know, it gives people something to talk about. Nobody likes two boring, uninteresting characters having a fight. You know, and our job is to get boxing back because, you know, boxing has very many positive aspects about it. You know, it relieves tension. You know, it takes young kids off the street. You know, it gives them drive and direction. And that's the positive things about boxing. So, but at the same time, it's the entertainment business, it's the show business. And, you know, I think the fighters, I've always believed that the fighters should always be respectful. And Anthony Yarde has been respectful throughout. You know, a true role model, you know, a true symbol. I know he doesn't like me saying that. He doesn't like that word because, you know, Andy would say, listen, I don't like that word role model because that makes you think that you're perfect or something, and nobody's perfect, which he's correct about that. But, you know, he's a great young man, and I know that he will fulfill his dream of becoming a world champion.
100%. Apparently, you and Frank Warren are supposed to be sitting down having a meeting together, obviously, to discuss the promotion and everything like that, and going forward, right? Sometime this week, you and Frank Warren.
I'm sitting down when I'm sitting down.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Then.
No one ain't telling me to sit down now. No one telling me. I'll sit down when we want to sit down.
Okay, 100%. When
you know,
go ahead.
Yeah, me and Frank have been friends for a long time, and there's no reason to break that friendship. But you know, we've just been, you know, my kind of like son, you know, my close friend, my brother, whatever you want to look at it, has just been a hard fight. You understand what I'm saying? And health is wealth. Health is wealth. And my concern, my focus is that Anthony rests well, takes a holiday, and just gets back his strength. You know, none of us, as I said, none of us have even watched the fight.
That's why, you know, I was going to answer that. Why haven't you watched the fight?
Because we were there.
Yeah, you're funny with that. Oh, no. You watched the other fights now. Come on, don't you watch the previous fights of Anthony Yarde?
What previous fight? Never.
You never watched the fight. Go ahead.
Anthony always said, "Did you watch the fight?" I don't. You know, I've got an ongoing system of boxing, and you know, I've got a lot to learn. And I'm not a person who looks at the past. You know, I take every day as it comes. I try to be better every day. Every day. I ain't about looking at the past because you're there looking at your past fights. Yeah, some people can say you can pick up your slight errors and everything like that. But the point is that it's a different day. It's a different circumstance. And the only thing that's ever gonna really matter is now. So I like to just, me personally, I like to just focus on the now and work on the now and seeing a better Anthony on Tuesday to the one I saw on Monday. I've always been like that, you know, and I feel that that's why in this sport of boxing and my own sojourn in this whole thing, when I came into boxing, they said, you can't train fighters like that. Then it went from, oh, he ain't trained no fighter to any form of level. Then when I won a southern area, oh, he can't take him past the southern area. Then when I got past the southern area, then he ain't got the experience. Then now I've got the experience. Now I'm a bad trainer. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time they put me down, I've moved further and further and further. Southern area, 3 belts. I won 3 Southern area belts in the first 3 years of me having a professional license. You understand? And it stalled because I was taking fighters to that level. Then they were going. They were leaving.
Yeah.
But it was me that was outgrowing them. They were outgrowing me. I was outgrowing them. See? And then we won the WBO Intercontinental. And then first we won the WBO European. And then we won the WBO Intercontinental. And now we're at the top of the tree. See, so every negative that they've ever said against me, or that individuals have said against me, they've been made to eat their own words. You understand? Because I will never stop working, because I've got enough work here to last me 10 lifetimes. and that's just being honest.
But you got.
I can never.
Go ahead.
I can never stop learning.
100%.
I can never stop learning.
You got a book. You've got a book, yeah. That right now, obviously.
You see.
Yeah, well, you got a book published on obviously your pad work and stuff like that, and I'll be honest with you, right? Autobiography of yourself will be very interesting because I'm not. You've definitely turned into one of the characters of the sport. I'm actually like really privileged that I've interviewed you, especially on the build up and post.
Remember what I said? Yeah. I told you my essence is never gonna change.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, come on, Alex, man. You understand? But I just feel that we're all connected. Obviously, everybody's. I just spoke to a young man who's got a radio station, like a channel and everything. And when you're looking at someone on Instagram and they say typing, and I'm like, bro, the thing keeps on saying typing, then stop, typing, then stop, typing, then stop. So I'm messaging him. I said, bro, what? You writing an essay? and he's like, believe me, brother, I can't believe I'm talking to Tunde Ajayi. Like, I gotta be careful what I say, because I know you're a blocker, man. You're a block man if you hear anything negative.
Yeah. Is that true? Is that true? You've been blocking people on Twitter? Is you been doing that?
Everybody. If I read Instagram, anything, Facebook, anything.
Go ahead.
If I read one negative comment on my page, if you try to get me into some negative argument, I just block you. Instant. Instant. I block big channels, reporters, big men in boxing. I don't care who you are. I don't deal with negativity. I don't. And I'm not I'm never gonna be one that engages in negativity. I ain't got no time to burn out my energy to arguing with someone who, in their heart and mind, don't want good for me anyway, and then trying to drag me into some argument where because when you lose control, you're negative.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, louder. I'm not even getting no argument. Block. Block. You argue with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So the problem was that I can't believe I'm talking to you. And I'm like, brother, listen to me, man. I don't know what you learned or what you picked up along the way, but Tunde Ajayi is always going to be like this. It is too late for me to change. I'm programmed to be a humble person and talk to anyone at any level. That's just me, EJ. You understand? Look at this now. Bro, you know me. You know my program. I'm in bed at 9 o'clock every day because I get up 4:30.
Yeah.
I've been talking to you now
2 hours.
Almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You understand? It don't mean nothing to me because in giving, you receive. Every piece of love and time you get back eventually will find its way back to you. So you don't need to worry about, show this man bare love or this woman bare love and I'll never get love back. It's coming back. And my life has been a testimony because all I've ever done is give people in this sport of boxing. And nobody can't say nothing negative about me. Even the guys that left me, they've come back years later and say, you know what, I'm just going to have to take my hat off to you. You were right. I saw that you loved me. You understand? You wanted the best for me. And that's Tunde Ajayi.
100%. And everyone in the chat really relates to the negative energy. If it's coming your way, when you address it, obviously you go down to the level, but block it and you just keep your energy going on. And you know what, and Tunde, I have to say to you, so obviously giving me this time, an hour and a half, and obviously appreciate the people in the chat. Yeah, listen, this is the way Tunde is. Like him or love him, he's gonna speak his mind. He was the best for his fighter. He got the best for his fighter. He made his fighter there. And listen, Andy Yarde is right now one of the most talked about. Listen, I'll put it in this bracket right now. One of the most talked about fighter in the world of boxing, and on the level of Anthony Joshua in terms of when he fights that you must watch. That's what Tunde Ajayi.
I don't really pay much attention to social media,
yeah.
Like that. I've got a few followers and stuff like that. But Josh Warren, a world champion, ain't got more followers than Andy Young.
Repeat that again for people. Go ahead.
Josh Warrington, a world champion, ain't got no more followers than Andy Young on Instagram. Lee Selby ain't got more followers than Andy Young. Joshua Boazzi ain't got more followers than Andy Young. None of these guys have got more, but they got the biggest platforms. So what does that tell you?
Well, someone's doing something that they're not. Hey,
well, I'm doing my job. I've done my job, and I'm doing my job, and I'm gonna keep doing my job. And Anthony's friend, mentor, the person that, when it comes to boxing, nobody don't care for Anthony the way I care for him. And for Bilal and the young boys that I've signed recently, I'm gonna care for all of them the same. I don't care what people say, how they think I'm managing a fighter. You know me, I don't talk about money, but guess what? 99% of boxers will never earn what Anthony earned on Saturday night.
100%. 100%. It's a gold pot, and he's definitely, every time he fights from this point onwards, it's definitely must-watch TV. Tunde,
Yes, sir.
no, you got last words you want to say to the people in the chat, and obviously in the universe as well. Speak out in the universe. Your words of wisdom. Go ahead, last words of wisdom.
Well, I just thank everybody. First of all, I thank all the positive people. And the negative people are not really negative. They just don't understand. And the greatest power in the world is the power of forgiveness. And how do you know that you've got this power? It's when someone does wrong to you, and then someone mentions them that they've done something great, and you still feel happy for them. That's the power. And so I thank everybody. If you support us, keep supporting. If you don't support us, follow the journey, and maybe, like a lot of people after the fight on Saturday, they ended up supporting us. So whoever, man, I'm just grateful because we're living our life, and we ain't trying to hurt nobody. Well, not until we fight them. Yeah. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. At the end of the day, it's a sport. We always pray that everyone goes home healthy to their family, because we all got families at the end of the day. You understand that? We all got loved ones, and everybody wants to see their loved ones back home. So it's all love, brother. It's all love. This is just our job. That's why a couple of days you see me back on Insta, laughing, singing, smiling, because I just understand this whole thing, and I'm not here to. I just want the best for myself. I want the best for my child, the best for my family, and I guess everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. I just feel that you don't need to be negative against another person to get that. You just have to be the best you can be. So thank you for the listeners. Thank you, EJ, for giving me your time. And I'm always going to be here.
Hey, there you go, man. Tunde Ajayi. That's right? Tunde Ajayi.
Yes, perfect.
Tunde Ajayi. There you go. The master. What's it? The master?
Master genius, man. Get this king right.
The master genius has spoken, and he's spoken into the atmosphere. You guys, hope you guys appreciate the interview. Thumbs up. Appreciate all the comments in the chat. I didn't get all the questions. I kind of answered because obviously Tunde is the type of guy that when I feel like a question, when he's flowing, you kind of want the questions to go. I mean, he addressed a lot of the topic, a lot of the questions that answers, so you have to go through the video and that. But Tunde, I can see you got your time. You're a very busy man. And listen, we look forward to you and the Yard back on the world scene and fighting again.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Tunde. You take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, you take it. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye. So that was Tunde Ajayi, man. You guys appreciate the interview. Obviously, I see all your questions and stuff like that. You answered quite a lot of questions. They 100% they spar. Let's get that right. 100% they spar. In the 8th round, Tunde said that they went for it because he saw something in Yarde that he think he can exploit, and he wasn't really trying to hold back. All through the fight, they said they were working to the body. Yo, what's up, blood? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate Hamid in the chat as well. Appreciate you guys there, man. All of you guys, yeah. BG London. Some of the questions, yeah. I appreciate all you guys, yeah, man. All you guys. Make sure you thumb up the video. And like, you know, I'm trying to get Ryan Blue Chip Martin to talk about Josh Taylor and Regis Progress. I'm trying to get that interview. Hopefully, I get an interview for you guys tomorrow. He answered a lot of questions. Also, the critics. Bob Arum saying that he should be. What did Bob Arum say about Tunde Ajayi? He said he should be sacked or something like that. And then someone said he's deluded or whatever. But he's answered all the questions to the critics, and he's addressed all the critics. So hey, listen, check back on the interview here for yourself. Thanks to everyone coming in, and I appreciate you guys there. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks very much. Peace.